Hello everybody, welcome to another Business of Trucking video. Today we're going to talk about the Connecticut Highway Use Tax. It's new for 2023. If you're like most people, you probably got a letter in the mail saying, hey, you need to look and see if you meet the requirements to have to sign up for this. Their definition, who needs to sign up, is if you are 20,000 to 80,001 pounds, or if you are Class 8 through Class 13. Class 8 starts at 4 axle. So look at the requirements here, and it doesn't say or, it says and. So if you meet these requirements and you're going to travel through the state of Connecticut, you're going to need to register for this, and then you sign up for it now, and then you have to pay monthly. So for January, you have to pay by the end of February. For February, you have to pay by the end of March. And that's a little burdensome to have to do a monthly filing. But I guess they're working on trying to get that changed to a quarterly. But incidentally, if you like this kind of video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and check out the links in the description below this video for some good discounts on some pretty handy, good trucking products. So let's get started. Oh, and incidentally, you've probably heard in all the media that for trucking it's 17.5 cents. Well, that starts at 80,001 pounds. My operation, a 5-axle tractor trailer, up to 80,000 pounds, is going to be 10 cents a mile. So we're not going to fit that full 17.5 cents a mile. At least most of us aren't. If you're heavier than that, you're going to have to look at your weight classification and see what your fee is. So let me flip the screen around here, and I'm going to walk you through step by step. This isn't really entertaining. This is for informational purposes, but definitely also always read the instructions to make sure that what you're doing fits your operation. So let's turn around and get started doing this. All right, this is the page you're going to land on. Right at the top here it says New Highway Use Fee. Registration is now open for carriers. Click here for more information. So let's just click there. Now, if you already do business as trucking in the state of Connecticut, like you're based in Connecticut, or you have employees there that you have to file taxes on, or you have to file certain type of taxes in the state of Connecticut already, you probably already have an account. I'm starting here from scratch, assuming that you do not have a Connecticut account, and we're going to proceed accordingly here. So, all right, brought us to this page. So let's find the link here that we need to click on. If you need to know if you qualify to have to do this, you can click right here where it says who must complete the registration application, and then it says how to register. And then for later on, how to file and pay. But we'll do another video at the end of January to show how to file and pay, and then how to calculate it, when to pay interest and penalties. So I'm just going to scroll down here. Here is that table I was talking about that shows Class 8. It says 4 or less axles, with a single trailer. Here is the table that tells you what your tax rate is going to be by weight. So, I mean, you're going to have to determine your weight and then just go, right across here. If you're, I don't know, 46,000 pounds, you're going to be at, what, 0.0538 cents per mile. If you're 60,000 pounds, you're going to be at 7.4 cents per mile. So this is going to be individualized to each person, so you're going to have to determine your own tax rate there. So we are new here. So it says if you are a new business and need a Connecticut registration number, click here to register your business. So I'm going to click there. All right, then it goes through here, and I recommend you read this. When should I register? What do I need to register? And then please note, read this. Read everything, please. I'm not going to take the time to go through and read it all because everybody's business is a little different, and you really have to know this applies to you and you have everything you need. All right, so here we're starting here. It says register a business. First question is reason for registration. Check the applicable box. 1, are you requesting Connecticut registration number, opening a new business, including but not limited to selling at a craft show, an existing out-of-state business having employees in Connecticut, a marketplace facilitator, or number 2, purchasing an ongoing business? Neither one of these first two apply to me. If they apply to you, then that's what you want to check. The third option, changing organization type, that does not apply to me. Household employer intending to withhold Connecticut income tax, that does not apply to me. So I'm going to click Other. And then it says, explain why you are filing this registration. I'm going to type in motor carrier in need of highway use tax permit. Okay, and then I'm going to, you can type in your own explanation there. Definitely, do what suits your business. Then I'm going to click on Next. It says enter customer information. Customer type. Put in your, okay, so some of this information is going to get kind of personal. I'm just going to walk through the steps here, and then I'll enter it and proceed to the next screen and pick up from there. So customer type, they want to know, are you a corporation? If so, what kind of corporation? LLC, a nonprofit, a partnership, sole proprietor. So click what applies to you. ID type, you need a federal ID number here. That was explained in that last section there where I was saying read the instructions. So you need an FEIN, a tax ID number to proceed. And then right here you will type in your FEIN. So I'm going to type those in and proceed to the next screen. All right, I filled that out. I clicked on Next and it brings you to this page. Now it's worth noting, depending on what type of business structure you checked, these questions will be slightly different. So if you select sole proprietor, it's going to bring you, I'm just playing with this a little bit to illustrate. If you select sole proprietor, when it comes here and it asks for your business name, it's going to ask you for your first and last name. If you are a corporation or LLC, it's going to ask you for your business name. So this could be slightly different depending on the selections you make. So here they want to know your business name or your DBA and all that. And then the next section here is going to be enter your business address. It's very simple. Once you enter your address here, then you're going to need to verify address before you can proceed to the next step. So get your address entered and then click right here, verify address. Okay. This triangle will be here to remind you. And then it wants to know, is your business address also your mailing address? You'll click yes or no. And then is your business address also your home address? And click yes or no. So I'm going to fill this out and proceed. On to the next step here. It's enter more business information. They need your business bank name, the nature of your business activity, manufacturer, other, retailer, service provider, wholesaler. I'm going to say other, and then I'm going to say trucking. And then describe major business activities in the next box. I'm going to say over the road trucking. Okay. And then your NAICS code for your primary business activity. This is like a code that the IRS or I guess a Census Bureau applies to your certain kind of business activity. So we're going to do a search here. We're going to put in keyword trucking and then search. All right, and it brings up several codes related to trucking. We have to pick the one that best describes us. General freight trucking local, general freight trucking long distance truckload. I already know that that's the one that's going to apply for us, but you got less than truckload, specialized freight, logging, household goods. But right here is what I want, 484121, general freight trucking long distance truckload. That is what applies to me. So I'm checking that. That's going to pop up right here in the bottom. I like that. That describes me. Read it, make sure it describes what you're doing. And then when you're ready, just click next to go to the next page. All right, next page is withholding tax registration. The question is, are you an employer that intends to pay wages to resident employees or non-resident employees who work in Connecticut? My answer is no. Do you intend to make payments of pensions, annuities, retirement distributions, gambling winnings? My answer for that is also no. Yours could be different. So, all right, more questions. Sales and use tax registration. Do you sell or will you be selling goods in Connecticut? No, I will not. Do you rent equipment other than tangible personal property to individuals or businesses in Connecticut? I do not. Do you serve meals or beverages in Connecticut? No. Do you provide a taxable service in Connecticut? For list of taxable services, blah, blah, my service is not taxable in Connecticut. So I'm going to click no. On to the next one. Select account types you would like to register for. All right, the one I'm looking for and the reason I am here is highway use fee right here. So we're clicking that box. That is all I'm doing at this point. All right, next page is highway use fee. Date you will begin operating vehicles in Connecticut that are required to pay the highway use fee. I'm going to say January 2023, and we'll just say I'm not going there right off the bat, so I'll give myself a little grace period here, and I'm going to say like the 9th. I won't be there before that, but whatever applies to you. Then they want your US DOT number. Throw that in there. Next page says fee summary. There are no fees for this registration. Well, hallelujah. How about that? All right, if you are third party filing, you check this box. If you don't want to, if you're gonna, the taxpayer is gonna do the username and registration, but I am doing my own, so that does not pertain to me. Third party filing would be like if your accountant or a permit service was doing this for you. Okay, so here, create a MyConnect logon. Definitely make sure you write this down. You're going to get a printout at the end, but you got to make up a username. They need your email address. You got to confirm it, and then your contact name. Over here, phone, business phone, cell phone, or home phone. You can put in whichever, and then the number. All right, and then for security down here, you got to generate a password. Confirm it. It's got to meet the requirements over here. 8 characters, contain letters and numbers, must contain special characters. You got to do a secret question, so pick one of these here and write it down. You hate to forget this and get locked out of your account. Next here, it wants us to sign it. Type our name in there, your title, maybe your owner, member, president, whatever you are, treasurer, secretary. Put that in there, and then submit. We're going to bring you to this confirmation page here. Definitely print this out for your records. Keep it so you have all the information you put in here. All right, it's going to print multiple pages for us here, but the one page we're concerned of is this one right here. This is our actual highway use fee permit. You need to print this out and have a copy of it in each vehicle that is going to be traveling through Connecticut. And so I'm going to print that out here. All right, now I'm going back here and I'm going to click OK. And we are done. Now, let's log into our account to see what this looks like here, because we have an account set up. Okay, so we're logged in for the first time here, and we need to set up a 2-step verification for security. So I'm going to just do a phone. I'm going to have them send me a text message. Okay, I got my text message. Just going to enter that in here. This is what our account homepage is going to look like. Okay, so from now on, when you log in, it should bring you here, and this is where you will come to do your monthly filings here. Okay, you got your account, how much your balance is, and then right here you could view it and file returns and period detail, make a payment. You go to Action Center here, settings. All right, here it says this is our main account here, but then it shows here that we have a highway use fee set up here. So we have everything we need. So now we have everything we need to be compliant in Connecticut. The real pain comes when it's time to pay it, I guess, but don't forget to print out this permit. That's all she wrote. Now when it comes time to file, you're going to have to put your VIN number in for each vehicle. It's probably going to be a little painstaking the first few times. Kind of hoping that they'll change it so you only have to do it quarterly. I did hear through the New York Trucking Association or whatever that they're working on needing that changed. But that's all you need for now. So definitely make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if this video helped you, and we will see y'all later.